Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Healthy Socialites, hello, welcome back. We're in the Healthy Social Kitchen again for the third time this week, guys. We did Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday this week. And yesterday was more of a prep day, so we prepped up some naan bread dough, and we also prepped up some onion and spinach paste, which we're going to use tonight in this chicken saag. So, and then on Tuesday, we actually made a really lovely squash and coconut dansak with some homemade curry paste, and we did also we practiced the naan breads then as well. So it was really, really yummy. Me and Philip finished off the coconut dansak for lunch today, so it's quite a big curry day today. But we're happy with that. I'm quite happy with curry every single day. It's one of my favourite foods. Guys, if you do end up coming online and you're watching, give me a little hello. Sometimes I can't see who is watching, but please give me a little hello. We got we got Claire Costello. Claire Costello's online. Hey Claire. CC from the other room down in Surrey Hills. CC, I hope the new salon is coming on very well, and we'll have to catch up this week. We'll have to go for a walk, because I've not seen you all week. Hello. All right, so guys, yesterday we did, we prepped up yesterday. So yesterday was just a prep day. We spent about 20 minutes creating a spinach and onion paste, yeah, which is going to go in our curry today. So if you did it with me yesterday, go and grab hold of that, because we're going to use it. And then we also prepped up some naan bread dough as well. So if you've got those around as well, guys, I popped some coriander and garlic in mine as well last night afterwards. I'll do another video on that and show you how to do that. It's very, very simple. We just kneaded the dough again with the extra ingredients. But I do like a garlic and coriander naan, so I just added a little bit extra in. So grab your naan breads as well, guys, out of the fridge or out of the cupboard, wherever they are. All right, so we're going to get into it, because I reckon we can have this done and cooked within about half an hour, okay? So, first thing we need to do, guys, is get our spices just into a bowl, just ready to go into the pan later on, all right? So what we need a teaspoon of cumin, right? But I'm never really I never really measure out spices, yeah? I don't know whether you should. Like baking, I measure everything out, because it's more of a... there is a bit of a science to baking, but I think when you're home cooking, like some people prefer things a bit hotter, some people prefer things a bit milder, some people don't like certain flavours and stuff. So sometimes you can adjust a recipe to kind of fit you. So we've got a teaspoon of cumin, guys. I have washed my hands. I've just washed them here, guys, just behind me here. So a teaspoon of cumin, right? And then we've also got two teaspoons of coriander powder as well. So coriander seeds, which is crushed. I'm going to do 2 teaspoons of that as well. So I'm just going to measure out in my hand, guys, just a little kind of scoop in my hand like that. Pop it in my little bowl, in my little spice bowl. So we need 2 of them, yeah? We've got 2 of them with your coriander. So if you're cooking along, guys, grab your spices, get everything ready, and cook along with me. We're also going to do a half a teaspoon of turmeric. That's the yellow one, yeah? A little teaspoon of that, so like a half teaspoon there. That'll be fine in there. All right, and then we've got curry powder, not curry powder, chili powder, where are we? And it says a mild one. Now, I've only got a hot one in my cupboard here, so I'm only going to put a little bit in, because I do like curries hot, but when we're doing saag, which is like spinach and tomatoes, I do prefer it a little bit milder, yeah? So I'm only going to put in about a half a teaspoon of that one, yeah, so we don't want it too hot. And then the last couple, guys, it says Fenugreek Leaves. Now, again, I don't have, I couldn't find Fenugreek Leaves. Now, maybe I do need to do a bit more research, but I couldn't find them. And I just looked up an alternative, and basically, they're kind of like mustard seeds. So I've got a mustard powder here. I am going to use a teaspoon for this, because the hole is a little bit narrow. And we need about 1.5 teaspoons of this, all right? So 1 teaspoon and a half, and actually I use this in my my curry paste the other day, and you can really taste the flavour from this mustard powder. It's actually really beautiful. So and after that one, guys, we've got Garam Masala, of course. Yeah, that's always a standard one. Garam Masala is right here, and we've got about 1.5 teaspoons of that as well. So again, just measure that out. Just gently, gently, gently. 1.5, a little bit in there. All right, and that's it. So there's our spice mix, guys, yeah? That's our spice mix done. Just gonna pop these out to one side so that they're out of the way. All right, create some room on there. Okay, and then we're gonna do a garlic and ginger paste, okay? And that's gonna start going in the wok. So before we do that, guys, let's come over to the pan. Let's pop the pan on to a medium heat, guys. And just again, spray oil, guys, spray oil, not dollops of oil, just a little bit of a spray oil. We're trying to save calories with our healthy social cooking. So give that a little spray, guys, and just let that heat up, as I say, medium to medium hot, yeah. I had half an onion left from yesterday, guys, so I'm just going to chop that up so that we can put that in with that. So I'm just going to do that quickly there, so that's out of the way. But then we're going to mash up some garlic and some ginger to make a paste, all right? So I've got 3 cloves of garlic here, guys. I've got 3 cloves of garlic. I think the recipe asked for about a tablespoon of it, all right? Or 2 tablespoons maybe. 2 tablespoons of garlic and ginger paste. So this should be probably about enough. If we need a little more, we can always add a little bit more. I hate it when garlic skin sticks to the garlic. It's so annoying. Let's do that there. All right. So peel off your garlics, guys. Let's get this ready. Top and tail it there. Oh, these are just like little tiny pieces of garlic. Should have checked these. Alrighty. So yeah, very frustrating when it does that. All right. And then last one there. All that garlic skin. Alrighty. Again, guys, if you don't really, I mean, curries really rely on all this flavour, yeah? So, I know some people don't really like a whole lot of garlic, but it is worth it when you put it into these recipes because it does just really pack the punches. Alright, so we're going to mash the garlic first, guys. Just going to grate the garlic. Don't grate it on this side. I'd say grate it on like a thicker grater for this one here, alright? Because we're also going to do our ginger as well. Gonna grate our ginger up. Alrighty, guys. So then, once we got that there, we got our ginger. Now the ginger, guys, I've just trimmed a dry bit off the end, but everything else, the whole skin and everything, you just throw it in, right? All the goodness is in the skin. There's a lot of roughage there, a lot of fibre. So let's get that in there as well. Let's grate that up as well. Might need a new grater. This seems like it's going a little bit blunt. All right. New kitchen utensils, Philly. New kitchen utensils. Ho ho ho. All right. So grate up your ginger, guys. So your garlic and your ginger are all there grated up. Let's say skins and everything. Yeah. Maybe not on your garlic, but on your ginger, you can leave your skin on there. All right. Scrape all of that out. Oh, look at that. It's so zesty. Oh, beautiful. All right, just pop that to one side, guys. So I've got my onion here. As I said, I just had that spare bit of onion from yesterday. So I'm just going to throw that in the pan. Yeah, a little bit there. Boom. All right, and then I'm going to pop all this in as well, guys. Okay, so let me get rid of that first. These little bits of dry skin. All right, and then pop up there. So this is going to go in the pan, guys. It's just going to cook off. Just make it nice and fragrant. All right. So cook that off in there. I say with a little bit of oil. If it looks a bit dry, guys, you can add a little bit more oil if you want to. But as I say, we're trying to minimise as much as we can with the oil. But just maybe give that another little spray and give that a little stir around, and just let that cook down a little bit, guys, until I say I've added a little bit of extra onion in there, but you don't need to. I just had it spare. All right. So then we've got our and then we're just gonna once that is cooked out a little bit, then we're gonna add our spices. And we're going to chop our chicken and let it cook out. It's super simple, as I say, because we did this yesterday. Yeah, because we got our sauce ready yesterday. This is just going to pour in, and it's just going to be pretty much done, as I say. Hopefully in about 20 minutes or so. So keep your eye on that for a second, guys, over there. All right. Yeah, I was mentioning yesterday the chicken saag is my favourite type of curry. If it's ever on in a restaurant, on the specials or on the actual menu, that curry is mine. I'm going to be ordering that for sure. Now, we asked this yesterday as well, guys, but if you're watching now, let me know what your favourite curry is. All right, let me know what your what you like to eat when you're if you do like Indian food, and if you don't like Indian food, let me know that also, and let me know what kind of food you do like. Okay, guys, so that's cooking down. I can smell it as well. Yeah. So that's I said the onions aren't cooked through, but you wouldn't necessarily have any. I was just using the extras in there for today. All right. So we're going to throw the spices in, yeah, and let them get fragrant as well. So just turn the heat up slightly, guys, yeah, and then your spice mix is here. So let's make sure we're following that correctly. Alrighty, so we got the heat up to medium low. Add the spice mix and stir until it smells really good. All right. So that might be just a few seconds, guys. It might be a minute or so. Let's pop that in there. Give the spices a little stir around, and it'll be. I say because we're not using a lot of oil, guys. It'll be quite dry in the pan, yeah. But we're gonna add this the paste in. Also, when we add the chicken is going to release a bit of water as well, so that's going to create a bit more sauce for you. So don't worry if it looks a little bit dry right now. Because it will be better. All right. It will be a bit wetter once we get going. Okay, guys. So that's pretty good. So you want your spices you don't want to overcook your spices, because if you burn them, they go really bitter, and you pretty much have to start again. So so don't let them cook for too long without any moisture. Okay. So once we've done that, guys, what we've got, I've got a it says to dilute some tomato paste into the consistency of tomato sauce. Now, what I realised today is basically you can do that. You've got your tomato paste here, yeah? You can squeeze that and add some water into it. But what you can do is you can add some chopped tomatoes. I've got about half a tin. I'm going to use about half a tin of it. Just pop that open there to it and just let that cook out, because it's pretty much the same consistency. And it's probably going to taste just a little bit milder, a little bit nicer than like the tomato paste that you get sometimes a bit too concentrated. So I'm just going to throw half a tin of that in there, guys, yeah, and then let that soak up with the spices there. That'll bring some of the spices off the. As I say, it was quite dry, so they're on the bottom of the pan. The moisture will now soak it up, kind of like deglazing it a little bit. That's it. That's great. Look at that. Easy, easy, easy. All right. So, as I say, guys, whether you're using tomato paste or, as I say, some fresh tomatoes or a tin of tomatoes, that's absolutely fine. Pop that in there and let just that cook out a little bit as well. Just let that get a little bit warmed through, and then we're going to throw in the paste as well. Okay, so yeah, so we just need to heat that up, and then for about a minute or so there. Okay, guys, so I have my chickens here. All right. I'm going to be careful not to touch it first, because I'm just still going to go over to the pan in a second just to finish that little bit off. But I've got my chickens here. I've got about 3 breasts of chicken. I bought 4 from the shop, and I've got 1 in the fridge waiting there. I don't want to put all 4 in here; it'd be too much. But I think probably 3. The recipe says about 2 breasts of chicken. I've got 3 here. We can make up a bit of sauce. It should be fine. All right. So just going to pop that over there. Okay, guys. So, tomatoes have heated through. We're going to put our paste in now, guys. So this is absolutely beautiful. It's really vibrancy green. It's a spinach and onion paste. The same that we used yesterday. We made yesterday. All right, and then so pour that in, guys. Oh, I can't believe how green it is. That's amazing. All right. Alrighty, guys, get whatever you can out of there, scrape it all out. Lovely, 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 lovely. Wow. All right, guys, that is absolutely beautiful. That's so green and yummy. All right, in with the tomatoes and what have you. and that'll get a different, it looks really vibrant green when it goes in, but when it cooks it kind of changes colour a little bit, it kind of goes a little browny, kind of yellowishy colour, yeah? But when it first goes in, like the vibrancy of that green is just amazing. All right, who else is coming on here? Oh, Nicola Almond's watching again. She must be up early in the UK. Hello, Nick. How are you? It's my sister, Nicola. Yeah, Nicola Almond, Wesley Almond. Yeah, sister, brother. Yeah, that's it. So hello, Nick. We're making chicken saag. We're making, all right. If you cook it on, you can have it for your tea tonight. It's great. So guys, we've got our chickens here. So all we're going to do, we're going to bring this up to temperature with the onion and spinach paste. So that's cooking in the background. Whilst that's cooking, we're just going to chop this up. It doesn't have to be neat and tidy. We're just going to chop each breast here. I've got 3. The recipe counts for about 2. We're just going to chop it up into 3 slices for each breast. All right. So just nice and easy. All right. Into 3 just really big, nice chunky slices, guys. That's it. Now then, this knife. Oh, it's terrible. That knife is terrible, guys. I'm gonna get a different knife out. Really bad, really blunt knife. Sorry. Okay, so 3 big pieces, guys, there for one of them. Let's get the other one done as well. Let's open that out. This might have to go into 4 pieces, guys. This is actually quite a big breast of chicken. Who's watching? Looking great, absolutely, Nick. Looking lovely. And we'll let you know how it tastes afterwards. All right. So yeah, as I say, these might be these chicken breasts are quite big, guys. So I'm just going to cut them up into maybe 4 each one. Yeah. So as I say, they're quite big. Let's cut that one out there. Put that one a little bit there. So say you don't have to be neat and tidy, guys. Like nice big chunks of chicken is good in the pan. We're not going to brown these either, guys. We're just going to throw them into the sauce and just let them cook. So as I say, some of the juices from these chickens, yeah, are going to create some of the extra sauce that's going to go in from our curry. Okay. So guys, I'm just gonna wash my hands a little bit here. Just get that chicken off there. All right. Sauce is looking great. Sauce is looking nice and hot. So from there, we're just going to pop the chicken right in, guys. Okay, so just going to throw all that chicken into there. Ah, beautiful. Absolutely lovely, guys. All right, so let's get rid of that and just give that a nice big stir around, guys, in the sauce there. There we are. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So that looks fantastic, guys. So a really thick green sauce. As I say, if it looks a little bit dry, mine looks fine at the moment. If it is looking a little bit dry though, guys, just as I said, just leave it for a moment because the chicken will cook out and the juices will release from the chicken. It'll make it a little bit more saucier. I'm going to get rid of this, guys, here because it's just had the chicken on it. So I'm just going to get rid of that. Pop that over in the basket. Hey, I'm back. All right. And then, guys, we're going to roll out some naan bread. So while that's cooking, we did our naan breads yesterday as well. I added a couple of extra ingredients into mine after we'd finished just to test it out. So if yours don't look like mine, it's fine. But I made some garlic and coriander naans yesterday. Okay, so again, just let me wash my hands there, guys. Excuse me. All right. Make sure we don't pass that chicken on, floor that over. All right. So what we do, guys, is we got our little naan bread balls here. And in fact, actually, we don't need that because we just need the thingy here. So we're just going to roll them out into like little teardrop shapes. Okay. So let's get that there. Just keep checking on your curry, guys, as well. Just make sure it's cooking nicely. Make sure it's not burning. All right. We're good. All right. So we're going to roll these out, guys, here. So a little bit. You can put a little bit of flour on your board here. But because they've got oil in them, they seem to be actually quite. You can play with them quite a lot. It's quite all right. They don't need too much flour. They dry out otherwise. So we're going to roll out 2 here. So that because I'm going to do 2 portions of this for me and Philip for dinner tonight. Okay, so boom, a little bit of dough there, guys, and just give it a nice little roll. As I say, because it's got oil in it, it's quite slippy. It doesn't stick very much. So get your little roller here. That's it. There we go. So roll that out there, guys. Yeah, and naan breads as well. I used to have a. I think I mentioned this yesterday. I used to have Peshwari naans, which is kind of like a naan bread with like sweet stuff in it, like raisins and coconuts and stuff like that. And I really like the mix of like sweet and the sweet and the savoury when I have that. But sometimes it's a little bit rich. So if I'm looking for something a little bit lighter and not as heavy, I'll normally go for like something like a garlic and coriander naan or just a plain naan. So these are quite small naans, these guys, and they're quite thin, but they once they cook, they're lovely. But as I say, I've had them this week. I'm just going to grab a little tray, guys. So just I prepped a little tray up earlier with some paper. So we're just going to bring that up there, and you can see it's really thin, yeah. And it's just about the palm of your hand there, guys. Maybe just a little bit bigger than your palm of your hand. All right, pop that one on there, and then let's roll out the other one as well. All right, I'm just going to get rid of these 2, guys. I don't need them. Again, check on your curry, guys. Just give your curry a little check. This curry will probably take around about 15-20 minutes or so. Once that chicken cooks out. All right. So opposite one, next one, guys, for your naan breads. Let's roll this out. I also did find as well that I think when you do these naan breads, it's the first time I've done them as well, so this is new to me as well. So when you do your naan breads, I left them like overnight, like in the fridge, and they were covered up, but they did go a little bit dry. When I took them out today, they were a little bit dry and crispy on the edge, and then when I've played with them, I think because it's got fat in it, the oil's gone a little bit hard in the fridge. And then when I played around with it again, it's gone soft, so it's gone okay. But I think naan breads are you're probably best doing them like on the day and cooking them on the day. I don't think they probably really last or really hold very well in the or really keep very well. So give them a little roll, guys. Give them a little roll. It's always nice to do that like kind of tier shape thing, is to make it look a bit more authentic, doesn't it? So let's do those. Lovely. All right. And there we go, guys. Another one there. So as I say, about the palm of your hand, yeah. And you got your garlic and spinach naan in there, guys. And then there we go on a little baking sheet. Now, when we do them under the grill, guys, you're just going to grill them really easily, really quickly. When you grill them, I only do them on one side because they're quite thin, so they'll dry out if you do them on both. Just make sure one side is really nice and brown. Because they're on a metal tray, the opposite side will heat up as well. But you just don't want it. You don't want them dry. You want a little bit of play with them once you've when you're eating them. All right. So guys, chicken curry's looking good. I say my sauce actually has gotten a little bit wetter because of the juices of the chicken. All right. So now we're just cooking now, guys. That's it. It's really simple, as I say. If you can prep some stuff up first, like we did the paste, it makes things a whole lot easier. It's really easy. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm just going to put the oven on the grill. All right. Now my grill's just one setting for grill. So just pop it up. I'd say probably like a medium-high grill if there is a bit of a setting. Keep it on medium so it doesn't burn your bread if you forget about it. You've got a bit of leeway to play with. And that, as I say, is about it. I've got my bowls ready here, guys. I've got my dishes in the sink. I've got my wine ready, just to keep the chef happy. Yeah. If you're if you're watching, guys, you're having a little beverage this evening, let me know what your favourite one is. And if you're not, that's all good too. Again, guys, if you're cooking along, give your curry a little check. That's actually cooking through really, really nicely. That's wonderful. All right. So, guys, what I'll do, I'll just have a. I'll catch up later. Nick, no worries. Mwah. Goodbye. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming online. Thank you very much. Have a lovely, lovely day. I'll speak to you soon. Okay, guys. So we're back down here. We got the grill on. That's what we got. And we'll give it another minute or so. Though it's not very hot when I checked in there just then. Yeah, maybe I should have thought of a few topics to chat about today. I'm a bit quiet on the topic front. Normally I'm full of beans and full of chit chat. We're in lockdown at the moment in Sydney though, which is terrible. And this is why I decided to start doing these little cookery shows, just to show you basically how you can eat well and cook if you're following a calorie deficit. You don't have to stick to kind of plain, boring foods. You can actually eat the foods that you like. It's really just about balancing that energy in and energy out. So this is why I'm doing this, guys. All these recipes are from the Healthy Social Cookbook, which I have available on my website. They're all calorie counted recipes for like just the convenience. You can scan them into certain apps that count your calories and things like that. And yeah, they really help. As I say, it's about showing you that you can actually eat the foods that you really want to eat without feeling deprived at all. Not even too deprived. You shouldn't feel deprived even if you're watching what you're eating. You should be able to enjoy your food and eat what you like. Okay, so guys, again, just give your curry a little check over. One more check. Okay. Yeah. That's lovely, guys. So that'll take a little while longer, guys. That's it, because those chicken chunks are quite thick. So just give them a little while longer. Let's check the grill here. Still warming up. I won't put it in yet, guys. So it'll dry out. If your grill is not warm, your breads will just dry out, and they won't crisp. You want a nice hot grill, so that they can go under. Just keep your eye on it when they go in there. All right. So this is our second week of cook-alongs, right? And first one went well. Second one has gone really well also. And all these videos will be put up online, guys, on our YouTube channel. So you can catch them there again, and all the recipes will be on there as well, all the slides and everything like that. So you can come back and cook them at another time. The next time, so I do them every 2 weeks. So we're currently in a bite-sized program at the moment. So our bite-sized program goes for about 8 weeks in total. Sometimes people continue after that as well, but the basic program is 8 weeks, just teaching you all about food and nutrition and counting calories and focusing on weight loss over those eight weeks, and also lots of like home cooking. If you cook food at home, then it's much better for you. You know exactly what's going into your food, so you can really understand how many calories you're actually consuming. As I say, that's the whole thing about offsetting the balance of calories and your movement. So yeah, so this is the end of this week for cooking, and then what we're going to do is in 2 weeks' time. So that'll be just kind of towards the end of August, maybe the beginning of September. I can't think of the dates, but yeah, we will be on I think a Mexican theme. We're going to do like a Mexican-y, Spanish-y theme. So like patatas bravas and maybe a bit of paella, and we're going to have pipriani salad, just some really, again, like really yummy salads. So patatas bravas though is one of my go-to dishes. To jazz up potatoes, but also to jazz up vegetables as well. It's a really lovely sauce, like rich and tomatoey, and again, like very low on the calories with it being tomato base. Really low on the calories. Tomato, onion, paprika, it's absolutely beautiful. But we're not talking about Spanish this week, we're still on the Indian week, so we're going to get excited about this curry again, guys. So, your curry should be nicely cooking there, guys. My chicken is looking quite white there. It's looking like it's cooking through very well. So, with that, guys, you're going to have some extra spinach, all right? So, you're going to add, so this is just going to make it a little bit thicker and a little bit more texture as well, guys, okay? So, with your bag of spinach, I've got about 150 grams here, guys, which the recipe is calling for. So the spinach in the sauce, then you're going to have extra spinach, so it's heaps and heaps of spinach. We're just going to empty that into there, again, like nice vibrant green, empty all that in, and then that's just going to wilt down through the curry, okay? So, boom, boom. Let's do that. Make sure it doesn't fall over the edge. All right. That's great. So grab it. If your leaves are escaping your pan, guys, grab your leaves and get them back in the pan. That's it. Give them a couple of seconds to wilt down, and we'll give that another stir as well. Okay, so guys, let's, the grill should be pretty much up to heat. Yeah, that's it, I can feel that on my arm there now, guys, that's nice and warm. So, let's grab our naan breads, and let's pop it in. Ho. So just underneath the grill, just under there, guys, it'll just take a couple of minutes. Leave your grill open, leave your oven open so you don't forget about it or it doesn't overcook. Come back to the curry, guys, just make sure those leaves are wilting down nicely. Let's say giving it some nice texture. Lovely. It's great. Lovely. And now that's great. That bit of extra spinach is kind of thickened it up as well. And now I keep talking about this, but when I cook like big batches of food like that, I tend to use my wok because it's a wider pan, yeah? So when you cook in a pan that's deep, you do get the moisture kind of stays in there and it kind of gets a bit watery. When you cook with a more open pan, it evaporates. And I know I keep saying this, but it is really true. And I don't like watery food, so this works really well. Okay, so another little stir with the curry there, guys. I'll say that should be cooking through nicely with that chicken, all right? And then just check on your naan breads, guys. Keep your eye on them so they don't overcook. A few more seconds under there with that one. But yeah, so like see how easy it is. There's plenty of time here. I should have, as I said, I should have got some topics to chit chat about. Because there's nothing worse than dead time on a live broadcast. But as I say, you can see how easy it is. You can see how simple it is to cook. And this is a super, like, really high protein meal. There's a small amount of carbohydrate with the naan. We've actually indulged a little bit with the naan tonight, guys. The naan bread is a little bit high on the in the calories for actually the size of it, but we're not going to beat ourselves up about it, yeah? Because naan bread is lovely. I really enjoy naan bread. So you know, you kind of you have your naan bread, but then something else has to give. So maybe you're going to have a glass of wine tonight. So maybe you won't have the wine, but you'll have the naan bread. So things have to kind of just switch around. Alrighty, guys. Here we go. So that's looking lovely, guys. What I am going to do, I didn't do before, I'm going to put some salt in the pan here, guys, as well. So, where's our salt? So there's a little bit of salt and pepper, guys, in with your curry. Give that a nice little twist in there. And we'll do some pepper as well. we go. All right, give that a little stir around. Get that salt mixed in there into the sauce. All right. Okay, guys, and then check the naans again. Should be cooking nicely. There you go, guys. So that is perfect. Yeah. So the naan breads, especially this one here. Ho ho ho. Silly me, that's a bit hot. I'll show you in a minute. All right. So we get that there, guys. Put them onto a different plate. All right. So as I say, guys, the naan breads, that's how you should be kind of getting them there like that, guys. So kind of browned on the top. The other one needs to go in. I think it's just the way that our grill's a little bit hotter on one side. So yeah, so you like that. So nothing on the bottom. Yeah, it's not grilled on the bottom, but it's nice and hot and heated through. I said I'm just going to throw that other one in for a couple more, for another minute or so there. And yeah, guys, we're ready. We're ready to serve it up. All right. How long has that taken? Yeah, so about 30 minutes, guys. We started about 6 o'clock. It's 6:35, and we're ready to serve. Yeah, and we've gone from start to finish. So yes, we did a little bit of prep with the onions yesterday, but basically we've chopped our chicken. We've made we've done our onions and garlic with our little spice mix. We've rolled out some naan bread and we're ready to eat within, as I say, 35 minutes. So let's do it. Let's do it. There we go. That other naan bread's nice and brown as well there, guys. That's great. Close that. Turn the grill off. Oh, alrighty. Woo. So there's our naan breads, guys. Just going to pop them on the table for me and Philip. Lovely, lovely. All right. And then off we go with the curry here, guys. So I say a little bit of water has come out of that spinach as well, guys. So again, it's giving it a little bit more juice, which is all good. So we're just going to serve this up. We get rid of that one there in the water. Alrighty, here we go, guys. So some nice big chunks of chicken. Let's serve that up there. Serve that up there. So about 2 or 3 big chunks of chicken, guys, and then a little bit of extra sauce goes on the top. There we go. There's that. Should be doing this over there in front of the camera. Next time, Wesley, remember? All right. And there's another nice big piece of chicken there, guys. That's great. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And some nice sauce on the top. All right. Okay, guys. That is that. It's all done. Your chicken saag is there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Tomato, spinach. Look at the steam coming off that. Absolutely gorgeous, guys. So tomato, spinach, chicken, heaps of spices. Absolutely beautiful, and it's and that texture you get from the onions is great. I'm not going to put any yogurt or anything on that, guys. I'm just going to leave it as it is. We've got the naan bread there. You could do a little bit of rice with it. That's absolutely fine. We chose not to tonight because we're having the naan bread. But yeah, go for it, guys. That is your chicken saag. All yours. Guys, thank you very much for watching this evening. Again, I'll be back in a couple of weeks' time with some Mexican and Spanish flavours. I hope you're enjoying it. Let me know in the comments below how you're feeling. And if you're enjoying it and what you'd like to see in the future. All right. Thank you very much, guys. I'm going to go eat. Thank you. Bye-bye.